Okay, welcome to today's class, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is lovely to have you here. My name is Kolibe, and if you're here right now, you should be proud. You should be happy. You should be excited. That day you have been praying for is here. This is the answer to your prayers, right? Today, I'm going to be showing you how I make over 1.68 million naira monthly and more, right? But I'm just going to be showing you this. And I'll be showing you exactly how you too can go from zero to making $1,000, $500 at least on a monthly basis while in Nigeria, right? But I've taught a lot of people this thing, hundreds of people this thing, people from different backgrounds, right? So I am saying this with all assurance. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a particular promise, right? So you can see Jamubabs here. You can see OJ. You can see OJ. Jamubabs makes $2,000 a month. OJ makes you can see 1,000 euros a month, right? But I'm going to be making you one promise today, very specific promise. You can see Zainab. Zainab is a youth copper making $440 a month. And she currently has a contract going for $2,000 every single month. So I'm going to be giving you guys a promise today, right? I need you to sit down and relax, right? I promise you this is going to be worth your time. So if you stay until the end, I promise you that you're going to walk out of this training with a step-by-step plan to making at least your first $500 in the next 28 days, creating marketing write-ups for American businesses, right? So just sit down, relax, know that today is your turn and you are in for a hell of a ride. I have a lot of testimonials, so I'll be trying to move through them as fast as possible, but this is Dolapo Hamzat. He's making a lot of money every single month right now, right? So look at it here, right? The reason I specifically talked about 1.8 million naira every month is because one of my bank accounts, I went to collect my statement, and I saw that over the span of 5 months, you can see it on your screen, over the span of 5 months, I've made about 8.4 million naira, right? Just in that account. So you can see it on your screen. And I am promising you that you will know at the end of this class exactly how to make $500, which is 400,000 naira in the next 28 days. So just sit down, stay to the end of this class, and I'm going to show you this thing step by step. So you don't need an Android phone. You don't need an iPhone like a lot of people think, or you need a laptop or something. No, you just need an Android phone or any smartphone at all, right? You don't need to speak wonderful Queen's English or Chinua Achebe English or Wole Soyinka English. No, you just need to know how to speak primary 5 English. It doesn't matter if you have never been paid to write before, I've never made $1 online. I'm going to be breaking this thing down for you into little bits. So, but before I tell you a little bit about myself and why I've been regarded as the best in this thing, right? Let's set the foundation, right? Because this is where lots of you miss it. How do people actually make legit money online? How do people make legitimate money online, right? Because a lot of people have this Ponzi mentality. A lot of people have this Yahoo boy mentality. When it comes to making legit money online, it is quite simple. There's a way it works, right? When it comes to making money online, you need to understand that it is always about you need to give value in order to get. It is always give and get, right? So here's what I mean. You must offer something to people or persons in exchange for that money. That is how it has been since the time of Caesar. That is how it has been since the first coming of Jesus, or whatever the case may be, right? This is how it has been. For example, let's say you're a medical doctor, or you're a medical surgeon. What do? You do surgeries, right? You have medical skills, right? You do surgeries, you save people's lives, and they pay you money for doing that. You're an engineer. What do? You build buildings, and they pay you because of that skill. You offered something to receive money. So people who buy crypto and they expect to make money from crypto, crypto should be a means of exchange, right? I'm not here to bash the crypto bros before they come for me, but I'm just trying to tell you that when it comes to making money online, there must be an exchange. You must offer something upfront in exchange for money. And that is how it is, even in real life. Medical doctors, engineers, whatever the case may be, you must offer something in order to be paid, right? This is how money is made. Is this clear? Is this very clear? Because a lot of people have this Ponzi mentality, 200K to get 200 million. Nobody does that fucking shit. That is not how to make money online. The best way to make money online is to make sure you offer something and they pay you for that thing. That is how Dangote makes money. That is how doctors make money, right? Even a cleaner cleans the hospital, maybe in a hospital, a cleaner cleans the hospital and they pay a cleaner. But a doctor saves lives. That is why they pay doctors more than cleaners. I need you to just jot that down somewhere, right? So you are paid in proportion to what you bring to the table, to the value you offer. That is how you are paid. You are paid in proportion to the value you offer, okay? Because a lot of people think making money online is put 5K to get to me. No, get that mentality today, right? So to make money online, you need to ask, what can I offer? What can I give people? What would they pay me for? What can I offer so that they will give me money in return, right? So here, what we are simply doing, what I'm teaching you guys is copywriting. You're offering your copywriting skills to American businesses and they pay you for it. Just like a medical doctor does surgeries and she's paid for it, just like how a lawyer goes to court and helps defend a criminal or whatever the case may be, and they are paid for it, right? This is how money is made. So here, what we are doing is we are offering copywriting services in exchange for dollars, right? I hope this makes sense. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, I want to see something. I need to see a comment in the comment section. You need to give to get. You must give something, a product, a service in order to be paid. There is no magic. This is not a pun. This is not bad night. This is not magic, right? It is give to get. Also, the comment section is blowing up. You guys are crazy. Okay, so let's get right into it. So someone who offers this copywriting service is called a copywriter, right? So my name is Golibe Ilechukwu, and I am a copywriter. A copywriter is a person who makes a living writing marketing materials for businesses around the world, right? Anywhere in the world. I could decide to travel to Ghana, to anywhere, and I can write and make money from it, right? So I'm known to be freaking good at this thing, and this copywriting thing has given me a soft life, right? So you can see that I teach what I'm considered top 40 in the world. This was a poll that was done in 2021, right? I came 40th out of legends in copywriting in the whole world, right? I'm talking of Frank Kern, Chase Diamond, David Deutsch, and even the great Andy Chaperone, right? I was voted one of the best. So here is copy legend, my friend Matt Bokensetti. You can see my little face here. We were on a call talking about this particular list. He's also on the list, right? So, okay, and I couldn't pay rent. I'll be telling you guys my story as we go on, right? So I couldn't pay 80,000 naira in rent before I discovered this copywriting thing. And now I stay in the neighborhood of celebrities and lucky big boys. This is an acquaintance, Tayo Aina. I don't know if you guys know him, over 500K followers, or rather subscribers on YouTube. This is my friend, Skuski Pishore. I don't know if you guys know this guy. He's a relationship expert. You might have seen his stuff online. He does and all that, right? So, okay, and this is also, I've created relationships and networked with men from the highest echelon in Africa. This guy is an associate of Aliko Dangote and CEO of a $150 million brand, right? And a TED speaker with Bill Gates and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, right? But it wasn't always like this. I just wanted to give you guys a little about, what I've been able to achieve so that you would know, okay, this guy knows what he's saying, right? So, but it wasn't always like this, right? This picture is a bit embarrassing. I don't know. Some people here say, oh my God, some people from Twitter especially, right? So this is my mom, and she is all I have in this life. She used to work 2 jobs to take care of my 5 sisters, since my 4 sisters and myself, so 5 children, since my dad died before I was 10, right? So my mom has been the solo breadwinner. She has been the one who was there for us. She has been the one providing. So even when her friends will come to work with their husband will drop them at work, her colleagues, and her friends will be buying foreign hair. She just kept sacrificing, right? She gave her best for us. Every single money she made, she put it into our education, into our welfare, and all that. So I just knew that I had to do something. Even my dad's brothers that a lot of people expected would have come true, they didn't really come true. And of course, I will not blame them. They have their own children. So that taught me early in life that nobody owes me any shit, right? I discovered early in life that nobody owes me any shit. And I decided to try different businesses in order to take care of my mother. Like, of course, I wanted to flex life and enjoy, but this was like something that really motivated me, right? So you can see I tried MMM in 2016. You can see emails from back then. I did crypto when crypto was crypto in 2017. I started a travel blog. You can see my young face here. I used to take people on tours, right? And you can see my Instagram account, then 160 likes and all, right? So even it went from being a travel blog to a travel company. You can see myself and Mr. Ibu here, right? So I met someone that changed everything for me, okay? So along the line, I met this man, Ronald Zimora, on YouTube, talking about copywriting. It led me down a rabbit hole, studying and studying for hours. I got a program for one of his, a course from one of his mentees. I was studying and studying, and it was hard for me because I had to do a lot of research. But once I discovered the simple type of copywriting, because there are different types of copywriting out there. Once I discovered this simple type of copywriting, it changed my life forever, right? It took me from someone who couldn't afford, I told you guys I couldn't afford 80,000 naira in rent in Oka, Anambra State. And now I'm paying millions in rent on Lagos Island, right? So copywriting took me from someone who couldn't send money home to my single mother to someone who sent 6 figures every month. Copywriting changed my life. And everything I have ever wanted years back, I now have, right? Of course, like I said here, this is not a Benz, but I'm happy with my car, right? Okay, so this is something that anybody with even just a YX certificate can do, right? And start earning at least $500 in the next 28 days. I'm trying to tell you guys how simple this is. I first told you guys how you just need an Android phone to do this, right? Now I'm telling you that even if you just have a YS certificate, I have a student who is a Jambite and is making a lot of money, right? But I'll be showing you guys these testimonials as we go on, okay? But I want to ask you a quick question. What can 400,000 Naira do for you? Imagine if you could eliminate the word lack from your dictionary. At least you can provide basic things for your family coming from a very average home. I didn't know that a lot of things that we saw as normal was abnormal, right? Little things like jumping buses as an 80-year-old, trekking to school instead of having a family car. All these things, I thought they were normal, but until I got exposure in life, I saw that these things were not normal, right? We were super average, in fact, below average, right? So the big question is, what can 400,000 Naira do for you? Imagine never having to beg for your relatives for money again or lend money from friends. Imagine having a dream car or going on vacation to anywhere you desire. Imagine living in an expensive estate, networking with who is who in Nigeria. Imagine having the respect of immediate, extended family and everyone you actually love. People think love and respect are the same thing. But you will discover that love and respect, they are not the same thing, right? You can be a man who everybody loves at home, but they will not respect you as much. You can be a woman who her man respects like heaven and earth, who her man loves like heaven and earth. But when they look at you as a bag of debit alerts. This woman, on anything, she's always asking for hair, always asking for money, always asking for this, right? Or you're a big brother at home or a big sister, and you need to show your doings for you to be respected. I discovered these things. I experienced these things firsthand, and I know what it can be, right? You are an elder brother, and these guys, they love you, but that respect is not 100% there. Why? Because there's no money, right? So today, I'm going to just be breaking down 3 secrets, right? 3 secrets that will help you make your first $500 in the next 28 days, okay? So I always love to break down these things before we begin so that it will set your mind right. Because a lot of people think it's just about copywriting. No, there is a motivation behind this thing. There is a reason people who started with me might be nowhere right now, and I'm still making a lot of money from copywriting. There are these reasons, the background story. So you need to understand your motivation. You need to understand why you are doing this before you start talking about, okay, how exactly would I do this and do that to make money, right? So there are 3 secrets I'll be showing you today that is going to make you $500 in the next 28 days. And number 1 is creating irresistible proposals and samples using swipe files, right? So I'm going to show you how to start generating marketing materials fast, even with just a junior YX certificate, right? I have a copy and paste method that you can use to learn this simple copywriting in a few weeks, right? Because there is a methodology I use in order for people to learn copywriting. You just learn it under the shortest possible time and you start making money as fast as possible. and it is with the use of swipe files. You simply copy $1 million swipe files, things that are already working. You copy these things, you customize them, and you use them to pitch your clients, right? So I'll be breaking that down. I'll be showing you guys a case study. But the goal of these proposals is to serve as a CV. Because as a copywriter, let me tell you the truth. Nobody cares about your certificate. Nobody cares about your CV. Nobody cares about those things. What they care about is, can you deliver? Nobody cares. Nobody tells you to submit your WAEC, submit your BSc or whatever. What can you bring to the table? That is what they are looking out for, right? So this number one, I'm going to be showing you how to create proposals and samples that you can send. They serve as, let's just call it CV for people who are just hearing of this copywriting thing, right? So let's just call it CV. So it serves as your CV. You just show it to these clients and say, hey, Mr. A, hey, Mr. B, this is how good I am. Employ me, right? So I'll be showing you guys exactly how this has happened in real time. So secret number two is, I call it diabolic positioning. You need to learn how to diabolically position yourself on platforms like Upwork, and even on platforms like TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram. You need to position yourself in such a way that you are irresistible, that these clients come to look for you. There is a way you will handle yourself, these clients will come to look for you, right? Then also, when you go out to look for them on platforms like Upwork, how do you position yourself in such a way that you are irresistible? You know, as irresistible as a woman who just got married to her husband. You know, when couples get married, the man is always thinking of his wife. At work, he's thinking, if I get home, I'll flog her. You know, as things like that. That's irresistible. You are always at the back of their mind, right? So there are two things, and I'll be showing you guys. Number one is, how do you go and get these clients? Then how do you get these clients to find you? Because it's not sustainable. Every time you're the one going to find client, every time it gets tiring. So how do you magnetize? How do you draw these people to yourself? Okay. So the secret number three is, how do you get money into your Nigerian bank account? Okay. So I'll be breaking all these things down now. So let's start with a real case study, that how a client reached out to me, how I also reached out to a client. I'll be showing you guys exactly practically, right? I am known for being the guy who breaks things down practically, right? So this is Mr. Sean Smith. Sean Smith is someone who has a brand in America, right? He resides in Chicago, USA, right? What they do is meal plans for diabetics. You guys know that people who have diabetes, they don't eat the food everybody eats. They don't eat the food everybody eats. They don't eat sugar. They don't eat salt. Do you guys know about this? If you do, please in the comment section, right? So what this brand does is they simply create meal plans, diet plans for these guys, okay? So, and that's how they make their money. So he reached out to me and said he was in need of a copywriter. You can see that this is an email he sent to me 1st September 2020. He said, I'm looking for a powerful copywriter to serve in a new startup, this and that, right? So he was the one that reached out to me. He sent me an email and I replied him and told him I am interested, right? So we booked a call. You can see the dates. I'm showing you guys 1st September and all that. You can see the dates. This is from Google Meet. So we booked a call and we got on a call, right? People in Chicago, US, they are blacks, they are Black Americans. So we got on a call, he broke down his company for me, and that is it. We started working together. It's as simple as that, right? So how do you get people to reach out to you, right? So you will learn to make clients enter your DM. You can see Captain Arinze Odera entered my DM sometime in July 2020. Now we are friends. Then he had like 27,000 followers. Now I think he's almost at 50. So you can see this guy here. they will reach out to you and ask to work with you, even if you don't really have followers. These are the things I teach my students, and that's why they make money under the shortest possible time, right? So now let me break it down for you, right, into bits. So here, this is August 2021. And you can see there are two emails. I received two emails, one on 22nd February and another on 24th February, right? February rather, instead of August, February 2021, okay? So you can see here, 22nd February 2021, you can see the circle and all that, right? So this is an invoice that I got from a client paying me, because a lot of people ask, how do I receive the money inside my Nigerian bank account? Right? So you can see it here, 481 USD, and you can see the Naira equivalent, 186,000 Naira. Right then, Naira still had value. Naira was 388, right? So this was 22nd February. And this was from 24th February, same payment, 186,000 Naira. You can see it here. If you look below, I don't know if that, okay. I think you can see the bit here, Zenith Bank, right? You can see the Zenith Bank right there. The Zenith Bank that I've been showing you guys. Okay, so let me now break down exactly how this works from part A to part Z, right? So this is a profile of Mr. Dolapo Adebayo, okay? So what this guy does is he sells pleasure toys for unsatisfied married women. I told you guys that there are tons of businesses out there that are looking for copywriters. So you can even Google how many businesses are in need of copywriters in the United States. You will see it. There are millions, right? So you can see over here that he posted this job on Upwork, and he's in London, United Kingdom. Don't mind the Dolapo Adebayo, he's in London, right? So he posted this job on Upwork, and I reached out to him. I sent him, you can see this is a cover letter. I sent him a proposal. I said, recently I helped this brand do this, blah, 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 blah. I pitched him and he replied to me, right? He replied and said, okay, we will pay you 15 to 25% of revenue generated via email, right? So some of these guys, they pay in percentages, like the money that you guys make, he pays you a percentage, okay? But when we got on a call, you can see the call here. We now got on a call and negotiated. I told him that he would first pay me $100, 100 euros upfront, and I'll still get a percentage for the work I do for him, right? So this is him. He paid the money and he was like, and I went, okay, we are in business, because I love to collect money up front first. I don't like stories, right? So he paid the money into my Stripe. You see that the money entered into my Gray. I think by now you guys have known that my middle name is Anointing, right? So you can see High Believer Anointing here, right? So the guy paid into my Stripe. Stripe will transfer it into Gray, and Gray will send it into your Nigerian bank account. You can see the money here. You can see 27th October, 74,165 Naira. You can see this chart started. When did our chart start? Okay, you can see it started 9th October 2022. Then you send the money. It will take you about a week to receive the money. And that is it. Very seamless. It just gets into your bank account, right? So you can see how these three secrets work together, right? To make you money from this copywriting thing. Because at the end of the day, it's just about three things. How do you send crazy proposals that will not be ignored? Crazy proposals that will make people say, oh my God, who is this guy, right? That's number one. Then number two, how do you actually attract these people to yourself, right? That's what I call diabolic positioning. Then of course, how do you get paid into your Nigerian bank account, okay? So, Juliet, who witnessed these three secrets, she reached out to me. You can see how she wrote this stuff down, and she was like, oh my God, what you shared right now is what she has been looking for all this while, right? So these 3 secrets are very important when it comes to making money online. But a lot of people, they seem to be a bit lost when it comes to making money online from copywriting. Okay, so let me ask you a question, a quick question. What if I were to hold you by hand and guide you step by step on this journey? And if I were to help you become so good at this secret that I just showed you, so good that you're making $500 in the next 28 days, would this make sense to you? If I could show you today how to make an extra $500, an extra 400,000 naira, what do you think that should cost? What do you think that should cost? If someone can help you make 400,000 naira, and not just now, but continuously every single month using this copywriting skill. But the guaranteed thing is at the end of 28 days, you'll be capable of making at least $500. What do you think this should cost? Because if I were to say that this costs 300,000 naira, it feels reasonable. If I were to say this costs 200,000 naira, it makes sense. Because when you come to think of it, you went to university, you spent over $1 million naira. You are trying to learn. By the way, you can see Tolu Esquire. Tolu is a barrister, right? So you went to university, you study law, you become a barrister, whatever the case may be, you spent over $1 million naira. And you cannot land a 200,000 naira job. And this is the reality right now in Nigeria, right? But right now, I'm going to be showing you how to make double of that 200,000 naira. I'm going to be introducing you to something. I'm going to introduce you to the practical coaching and implementation program. Like I love to say every single time, this is not a course. This is not a course. I don't do courses, right? This is a coaching program, okay? So you can see what Kennedy had to say here. He said that he had bought so many copywriting courses, a combined 100K, but your course has been so great so far. I like the way you break the things, the tiny pieces down. God bless, right? So I have been known to make copywriting things stupid simple. Stupid simple, right? The way I teach is stupid simple. You can see that whatever age you are, you can learn this copywriting thing. You can see Madam Bifa here, right? What she had to say. She said, he's very much aware that not everyone assimilates fast, so slow learners are carried along. He uses day-to-day examples and his classes are 100% practical, right? So when it comes to teaching, a lot of people tend to get it wrong. There are tons of testimonials, so I try to just jump through the testimonials, right? So let's face it, you have been taught a certain way since primary school, since secondary school, and it is quite simple. This is how you were taught. They gave you a textbook, they brought you to the classroom, you came to class, you watched it on a board, the way a teacher teaches you. They gave you assignments, right? After giving you assignments, sometimes they will bring you to the lab and tell you, come to the lab. So this is why a lot of people take courses and fail, and they don't perform well, because most courses are just bunches of PDFs. They just give you PDFs upon PDFs and tell you to read. But this approach is very different. I'm simply using this same thing that you were taught in school. This same way you were taught in school. I have a textbook, right, which is a bunch of the courses, right? I'm not telling you, oh, go and read this, go and read that. No, right? We have an actual textbook, right, that you use. Very, very simple, very few pages. You can read it on that day, right? Then there are classes, video classes, where you are going to learn on video. I'll be showing you like this, and I'll even be drawing it on a board, showing you exactly what this copywriting thing is. This is why my students, after 3 weeks to 4 weeks, they're making a shit ton of money, right? Some even made it under 2 weeks. I'll be showing you more testimonials, right? So then I'll be giving you assignments. When you have I'll give you assignments, you go home, you do them, then you bring those assignments, and we break these assignments down. People don't know the power of assignments when it comes to this copywriting thing, when it comes to learning as a whole, right? So it is not a course, it is a coaching program. Then also we'll be going on live experiments, right? We'll be showing you, I'll be inviting friends from all over the world to show you. So let's just keep going. So number one thing you're going to be getting when you join the PCI copywriting program today is you're going to be getting the PCI training framework. You can see what Oluwatomiwa said here. Nothing beats watching how it's done, watching it live, somebody explaining it. This is not book, right? So there will be videos where I will be breaking every single thing down, breaking this copywriting concepts, right? So you can see people that took this program after their first day of taking this program. You can see Andrea said, I will wake up tomorrow feeling like an ingrate if I don't drop this here tonight. That day that she took this program, she was mad. She had to drop a crazy review. Like most of my students, they just write and write and write. So we cannot read everything, right? I mean, they are copywriters, so what do you expect? So you can see here, so even, I don't know the name. Okay, I think this is Sandy. I think it's Sandy that we can do this. Sandy, okay, I am Sandy. Okay, awesome. So you can see that she was like, you are the real prince of copywriting. I watched the first video and I've already read up for more. So this is just on day one for you to see the magnitude, right? So the first thing we have is we have video trainings where we break all these things down into bits. Then the second thing is the PCI weekly coaching sessions. Every single week, we come together, I will hold you by hands and I will break these things down for you. That is the goal. Every single week, I'll break these things down for you. I'll hold your hands and break these things down for you, right? You can see people's comment. There are tons of testimonials, like I said, right? So then we have the copy assignments, right? So when it comes to these copy assignments, there's something that these copy assignments help my students do, right? So I help you provide personalized solutions to your copy assignments. Remember, these are copy assignments that are exactly what you will show to your clients to get jobs. So these copy assignments need to be good enough since it helps you acquire clients even with zero experience, right? So even though you have zero experience, these copy assignments are the things you are going to use to acquire these clients, right? So even if you are starting today, right? This copy assignments is what we will be reviewing. I'll give you assignments, you bring them, I'll review them, then you use them to pitch, you use them to say, to reach out to clients, you use them to send proposals, right? Like I said earlier, because that is the way you land clients, by sending proposals, one of the ways. So when I give you these assignments, you bring them and we break these things down into bits. So these are the things you'll be getting when you get the coaching, PCI copywriting coaching program, right? So the first thing you get are the video trainings. Then the second thing, you gain access to our weekly coaching sessions every single week. We come together. Then also your copy assignments. We're going to be reviewing them personally, individually. I'll be holding you by hands, right? This is not just give you a bunch of courses and that is it, right? So another thing that you're going to be getting as a special bonus is a quick implementation guide. This is what you're going to implement as soon, like ASAP, as quickly as possible, right? So this is Alex Wakobi. This thing I'm giving you as a bonus is what this guy took in January 2021, and he made 473,500 Naira just this alone, but now I am giving you as a special bonus, right? So normally we call this our copywriting Bible, right? These are the things sort of like a textbook that will help you, right? So you're going to be using that to get access to this thing, right? So Alex Nwakobi is currently a member of our PCI community. You will be getting to meet him in our PCI community, right? So that is the goal of our bonus 2. In our bonus 2, you're going to be meeting people in our PCI community, people who are already making this money. You will see them live, you interact with them. Dolapo Hamzat, Abdul Ramal, all of them, you're going to be interacting with them, right? Asking them whatever questions you can ask them. You know, there's this popular saying, your network is your net worth. That is the goal of our community, right? And, you know, I have a little influence all over the world when it comes to copywriting. So I invite rock stars, copywriting rock stars from all over the world. This is when I invited my Australian friend, Jeremy SS, for him to come and talk about client acquisition and all that, right? So in the community, you're going to be meeting PCI alumni, making $2,000, $3,000 online and more. So everything you're going to be getting today is you're going to start by getting the first one, which is the PCI copywriting video training. You're going to be getting videos that break everything down into bits. You can see how people are screaming after getting the video, right? Then the next one is you're going to be gaining access to our coaching sessions every single week, the copywriting assignments, these are the things you're going to submit to clients. We'll be breaking these things down individually. I'll be doing it for you, right? So I'm here, I'm going to hold your hands. This is not stories that touch, right? So then also the roadmap, which we call our copywriting Bible, right? Then you're going to gain access to the community, okay? So like I said, testimonials are everywhere. So you can see that I'm going to be showing you step by step how to become good at writing marketing emails, writing marketing copy of different forms, right? So I will show you how to use Upwork, how to set up your Facebook profile, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter profile, how to use these things to attract clients and how to use these things to land clients, right? So I'm going to give you the exact template to make $1,000 plus $500 every single month. So a lot of people right now will be asking, how much is this? Well, the PCI copywriting program has a value of 150,000 naira without the bonuses, right? But what this program goes for is 55,000 naira, okay? Because when you come to think of it, you're going to be making $500. And that is 400,000 naira. So even if I decide to charge 150,000 naira, there is nothing. It feels right, right? Even if I decide to charge 200,000 naira, it still feels right, okay? But currently, this thing is currently at 55,000 naira, right? It is on Seller, it is on every other affiliate platform, you know, and all that, okay? You can see that it is currently listed on Seller, currently listed on StakeCut. But there is something I'm willing to do for you today. Because you stay till the end of this particular session of ours, you are going to be getting a discount. You're going to be getting a 15,000 naira discount. You're going to be getting a 28% discount, right? So you're going to be having access to this thing for 40,000 naira only. But this is for the first 10 people who get into the program right now. Only, right? So I'm going to be stating that only because I know a lot of people are here, they know exactly how I am, how strict I am with these things, right? So the first 10 people only are the people who are going to be gaining access to this. You're going to be getting the 15% discount today. You can go online, you can search PCI copywriting program. You will see that this thing is 55,000 naira on every platform, but you're going to be getting it at 40,000 naira today, right? So, and there's even something else. There is also a special bonus. When you get it at 40,000 naira today, you're going to gain access to our PCI community challenge. We have a challenge coming up where we're going to set a project, and the best person that wins that particular project will go home with 70,000 naira. And no, this is not, no old is going to have this. This is going to only be for the young people. That's, I mean, people who just entered, right? So you go home with 70,000 naira cash prize immediately. So when you think of it, when you think of this thing, your regular mama put is 300 naira, right? And if you eat once a day, I think it's even way more than that right now. I was hearing that it's now for 500. So, but if you eat once a day for 365 days, it means that just eating a mama put once a day every year costs you like 109,000 naira. But this program right now is going to cost you 110 naira. Just 110 naira a day. And you're not just going to have access to it for a year. You're going to have access to it for a lifetime. So I'm showing you something that will actually feed you. That money that you spend at mama put, that money you spend to buy meat pie or whatever you buy, this is it, right? So you're paying 40,000 naira today, and I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to make 400,000 naira in 28 days if you follow simple instructions, right? So you're going to be making 10 times your investment in 28 days, right? So if you want to be part of the first 10 people, just make a transfer to this particular account right now, and it is just for 10 people. Like I said earlier, just for the first 10 people who want to learn copywriting and make a shit ton of money. I am going to be your coach. I am going to hold you by hand. I'll be there for you throughout, right? So this is not a course, like I said earlier, this is going to be a coaching program. Make payments into this account right now and send email proof here. I am currently watching my phone. Once we hit 10 people, that will be all, right? And the price will go back to 55K. Everybody can get that at whatever price they want to. But this is simply for the first 10 people, okay? So make the payment right now. And once you make the payment, you can raise your hands and educate. Give me a second, let me get a glass of water. Please, once you make payments, there is no story to this thing. Once you make payments, please just send me an email and we'll get right to it. Okay? So it comes down to the same question. What can 400,000 naira do for you every single month? This is no control by any other person. This is not put money somewhere to multiply money or stories that what they had. No. This is a skill that you're going to learn with your own hands, and you use that skill to make money. So it is up to you, right? So you will agree with me that this 400,000 naira is good. Imagine that you could do what you could do with an extra $500, 400,000 naira every month. And the PCI copywriting program is the simplest and surest way to get it that. Okay, I can see one person has sent me an email also. Okay, so, and I bet that if you apply yourself and follow the instructions I give you, I am very particular about people following instructions, right? So if you follow every instruction I give you, you are going to be making a shit ton of money, like the 180 people who I have coached, right? So if you agree, if you can see that this thing, learning this copywriting skill, like, I mean, if you came here from TikTok, you will see the amount of people who have learned this thing and have used it to make a lot of money, right? So don't wait till these slots are filled. Go ahead, make transfer, and send me an email. Hey, sir, let's do this, right? So you can see that information is good, but information alone is not always the answer. This is why I'll be here to hold you by hand. I said this, I mentioned this a lot, right? Because I suffered when it came, when it was my turn in this copywriting thing. Right? When I started, I took just a course and I had to find out this thing myself. But this is why I am here to be what I never had for myself. I'm here to be to you what I never had for myself, right? I'm going to be with you every step of the way to support you and guide you on your journey, right? So simply make a transfer to this account right now to gain access to this discount, okay? So now, before you go, I want to ask you something very simple. If you don't do this right now, what are you going to do? I mean, next year is coming, and do you want to remain in the same place by this time next year? Who do you think is coming to save you? I told you that nobody owes you shit. I learned that when I told you guys my story. I don't want to keep repeating my story, right? So nobody owes you shit. So who else do you think will come and save you? It is up to you. Do you think your church will save you? Do you think your family will save you? Or do you think the government will save you? God forbid bad thing, right? So you can do a quick search and you discover that 50% of PhD holders are either unemployed or underemployed. 50%. Go and verify. 50%. That is, this person spent 4 years in the university, spent 2 years doing master's, spent another 3 or 4 years doing PhD, and this person is still broke, and your chance of being broke is a whooping 50%. 9 good years. But now I'm here, I'm showing you how you can make a shit ton of money, 400,000 naira every single month in just 28 days by learning this copywriting thing. And I told you how I'll be here with you throughout. So you see that you owe yourself. The government is not going to be there for you. In fact, you owe your family. You owe your family a good life. How would an extra $500 feel every single month? How would it feel to pull yourself and your loved ones out of where you are right now, right? So this is your chance. Take it. Look at the number on your screen. Do a transfer. Send me an email, right? And we're going to add you, join the community, right? So if you are hesitating, just stop hesitating and take the action. Stop making excuses. That is what weak people do. Weak people make excuses. Oh, it is this. Oh, it is that. When do you think it is going to end? When do you think this thing is going to end if you don't take action now? Right? So take action now, right now. And once you do, indicate. Okay? So you can see people who said, this is Chidera Praise, this is Okizie Parks. They say online, you can see that Kolibe had helped me to write my very first sales letter through the PCI program. And I've gotten better and better. And that's how good Kolibe taught me. And I still owe him a lot for changing my life with this skill. The same thing, Park said, the PCI was the beginning of the rest of my life, not just as a copywriter. It opened my eyes to untold possibilities. Thank you, Kolibe. This is Kamal. Kamal had to send me a gift on my birthday, appreciating me, telling me that I changed his life. You can see his comment here. You deserve more, right? If you're reading this and you're still second guessing whether or not you should get the PCI program, know this, it works. Aside copy, it's in connections, right? Access to high-level folks in certain rooms. Money is inferior to other currency. That's one thing about our community, the kind of people that you get to meet. Well, that's basically it. So once you make payments, we're going to be getting on a call on Friday by 8 p.m. Right? We'll get on a call on Friday by 8 p.m. and I will show you exactly how you are going to make $500 in the next 28 days. So once you make payments, first thing you do is we're going to send you some of the program, right? Then on Friday, we get on a call and I'll show you exactly what to do to make this money, okay? So a lot of people come up with excuses, but you can see this is Precious Asamoah. When she made this testimonial, like I said, my students, they write and write. When she made this testimonial, she was a nursing mother. She was carrying a baby. That is how she learned copywriting, with a baby. And now she's making good money from this copywriting thing, right? So the last thing I am going to do now before we go is to take questions. So please drop it in the Q&A session, and that is it, right? So make payments, and the first 10 people, I need to start confirming. First 10 people to make payments, okay? So I can see a payment from Benwari Sapphire. Sorry, I apologize in advance. So I'll just say Sapphire. I can see a payment from Sapphire. I can see Robert Evion. Robert, hello Robert. I can see Eke Tochukwu Maridos. Okay, awesome. I can see Wigwe Richard Chinedum. Okay. So we have few slots remaining for us to go, and that will be it. We'll call it a day. Like I said, I just want to handhold some people. I don't want everybody. I just want a few people that I'm going to coach, right? So once you gain access to this, reach out to me, send me an email. It's going to be amazing. How much do you think you can be making at the end of the month from copywriting? Okay. Okay. Say, is it possible to? I've told you this is you're going to learn a skill and you're going to use this skill to make money every single month. This is not magic. This is not a Ponzi scheme. If you're expecting a Ponzi, please do not. Do not. I will refund you instantly. I will give you a refund instantly. If you're expecting to make money under 2 days, get the fuck out of here, right? That's why I mentioned this in the beginning. But if you are ready to actually put in work 1 hour every single day for the next 28 days, and you want me to guide you and help you make this money, I am here for you. I'm going to be helping you make this money. So please don't ask me that, would you make money immediately, instantly? This is not magic. But in the next 28 days, I, Kolibe Electrical, I am $1 million copywriter. I am guaranteeing you that if you follow my instructions in the next 28 days, you will see exactly how you make $500. I'm the one guaranteeing you that. Right? So I would just have to say big congratulations to everybody who took this opportunity. And that's it. Okay, that's it. That's that about this. I'm getting a private message here. Okay. See what we're going to do. Our first meeting is on Friday by 8 p.m. right? So I got a message that they are not able to do transfer tonight, right? So our first class is on Friday by 8 p.m. I'm going to be giving an allowance from now to Friday, 6 p.m. on Friday. From now to 6 p.m. on Friday, you can make payments of 40,000 naira to join us. Anything after that, you are not going to have access to the special bonus that I talked about, and you're not going to be joining my private, this private call. Everything after that, you will not join this private call, you will not have access to the 70,000 naira cash prize, right? Because it will be like a sort of competition in the PCI community. Anything after that. So I think I am being very fair and good enough doing that. Friday, 8 p.m., right? So that's it. Okay. I am giving you, I can see in the comments, in the Q&A, I am giving you a 100% guarantee. Like I said, I am known in this space. I have over 20,000 followers on Twitter. I am known in this space. I am the one guaranteeing you, Kolibe Electrical. I will equip you. If you're not able to make, if you are not capable, if I cannot equip you enough to make this money in the next 28 days, ask for a refund and I'm going to give you a refund instantly. I will not even ask you questions. So at the end of 28 days, if you feel that I cannot help you make this money, I will give you an instant refund. It is me. I'm the one telling you this, right? So that's it. That's my guarantee to you. Okay. So in the comment section, the account again is this, Wema Bank. This is the particular account number, Wema Bank 7820740913. And that's all for today, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Like I was saying earlier, it just takes one decision to change your life. One decision. And everything changes forever. Just one decision. You need to be alert and know when that time is there. You need to not be, I don't want to use the word a coward, right? You need to know when to take that action. People who make money in life, it is all about action. It is not about anything else. What is 40K? You're going to use 40K to, this Christmas, how much would you spend? New Year, how much would you spend, right? So it just takes one decision to change your life forever. That's it. Once you make payments, reach out to me, right? And also, before I forget, anybody I'm going to be giving you my number, right? If you make payments, once you become my student, I'm going to give you my number so that you can reach out to me privately if you want to. Okay, so that'll be all for today, my people. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations to people who have joined. Stay intentional, and lastly, may 2023 be good to us, because a lot of people they always have this thing when it comes to when 2023 wants to end, they start making New Year resolutions. Don't wait till then. Start now. Start today. Start changing how your 2023 will be. Stay intentional. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Cheers.